Let's get to the bottom of this one. Unspoken truths that I miss one. Tap into the minds of the people, rather acknowledge before I dismiss one. Atheists, Muslim, Christians, Buddhists, they all got usage. All got perspective, it's a collective. Get to the bottom where the truth is, where the heart's uncovered. Where you detox from all of the lies you smothered. What them tries could have killed you, but with faith you recover. Yeah, peel off the makeup, we finna take off. Never said it'd be a cakewalk. Meditate till we charged up, that's Hugo's regardless. Decalcify my pineal, breaking language barriers, we saw millennials. Planets passing age rotations, down me we owe, so down me we know. Sometimes we can be slow, that's why my ears open. Every drop you add could complete the ocean. Speak up, play your part too. Been vulnerable, it's so hard to reflect on all the juice like torture. It's on you, tell the truth.
Yeah, we about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. Listen. Yeah, aim in the fit so you see in the mirror. Play with your focus and watch it get clear. Polish your crown, turn it up if you wear it. You live in the root, release what you're fearing. And watch it all rise, the righteous will hear it. They calling us twisted, I'm not even caring. Because it's unseen, the mind is too barren. They won't even heal it, they pass it to cheering. We over here healing, conversing and listening. Know that the truth isn't always appealing, but end it with healing and find your beginning. Frequency positive, what you receiving. Perception is up to you, what you believing. What you retrieving, mentally speaking. Life that they breathing, no words from a heathen. Don't know it all, but together undefeated. Conversation, rather want it, you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah, Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the trial with the students and teachers. All got a voice, we the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. Conversation, rather want it, you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah, Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the trial with the students and teachers. All got a voice, we the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. Hey. Yeah.
We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. Praying for truth cause the world is so fickle. Keeping my mental how clean as a whistle. Attention's a trap that can lead you astray. Sneering this ship through the storm and the haze. Real conversations are lost in the greed. Others get lost in the web that it weaves. Sift through the rhetoric, uncover schemes. Knowledge inherited, this is imperative. I got a lot on my mind and I'm sharing it. Apples to oranges, it ain't no comparisons. I'm the type that'll never break character. I'm the type to make memories and cherish them. Trust intuition and doubt or disparity. Pursuing the echoes of wisdom. Chasing that moment of clarity. Conversation rather one if you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah or Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the track with the students and teachers. All got a voice who the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. Conversation rather one if you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah or Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the track with the students and teachers. All got a voice who the ears that'll listen. Who the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen.
It's on you, tell the truth.
Peace, everyone. This is the People's Podcast, a community gathering where we come together to grow, reflect, and understand life through real conversations. We're the ears that will listen and where your opinion matters. Tonight, we continue our healing GPS journey from Tuesday. We talked about renewing the mind and understanding how thoughts were shaped and how they can change. Tonight, we take it deeper because even when the mind understands, the body still responds. Many of us have lived in survival for so long that peace feels unfamiliar. Calm can feel uncomfortable. Stillness can feel like something is wrong. Before we go deeper, sit with this. When things are calm, do you feel peace? Or do you feel like you are waiting for something to happen or something to go wrong? Golden Eagle, can you read the deeper meaning? And I want to introduce DDH to Bubble.
DDH, what up? Yeah, the deeper meaning. Body remembers the mind tries to move past. Or sorry, the body remembers what the mind tries to move past. The stories experience this it stores experiences. It holds tension. It reacts based on what is learned. So even when nothing is happening, the body can still respond as though something is. This is not weakness. This is conditioning. If you lived in environments where you had to stay alert, your body learned that alertness equals safety. And over time, calm can begin to feel unfamiliar. Yet healing introduces something new, awareness. And with awareness, we begin to teach the body a different experience. Sorry, I lost it. You are not required to live in constant reaction. Peace is something the body can learn. Let's have a good conversation.
So, I can relate to that. I can relate that a lot. When I went through my first healing, because it's been going on for a while, and it just changes. Have you noticed that your healing changes?
Yeah, I have. I mean, I feel like it's, there's stages or it's a process. So
Yeah. So when I first was doing my healing in like the earlier stages, because I was so accustomed to tension, and because I was so accustomed to chaos, and because I was so accustomed to I apologize. So because I was so accustomed to things happening, that calm didn't represent peace. I was on alert all the time, like high alert. Calm was not considered peace to me. I was just waiting for the next thing to happen. Does that sound something like has happened to you?
it sounds like what we were talking about Tuesday, where I was constantly expecting the worst. I used to always say it, expect the worst. That way, when good happens, you can really appreciate it. But at least you're prepared for the worst. But in the process of expecting it, man, if that's all you're looking for, that's all you're gonna find. At least in my experience.
Yeah, I can receive that. Welcome, Kendall Cobb.
Oh yeah, hope all is well.
All is truly well. So we were talking about how calm can feel uneasy at times. Have you learned throughout your healing journey that calm can feel uneasy?
I would say most definitely. It makes you feel unsettled because you're not used to such stillness, and I'm still learning how to be still in the midst of everything else. That's the process of things. Don't mind the kids in the back room; they're home.
Mm-hmm. So, the first question is, when everything is calm, how does your body react? How does it respond? Golden Eagle?
I mean, I'm just starting to get comfortable in it, So in calm and peace, yeah, I'm just starting to get comfortable in it. Naturally, I think for a long time, it just gave me a sense of unease, nervousness, because again, there might be peace or calm, but I always had that perspective, the calm just comes before the storm, and so I was just waiting for the storm, which just added to the anxiety.
I can receive that. How about you, Kendall Cobb? How'd your body react?
We're getting used to it. Normally, it's just I still learn how to adapt to such ordeals. Like sleeping normally without interruptions is a major ordeal. I still have a hard time falling asleep without any type of jolt or someone calling my name, or just being there on the spot for being a caretaker for whatever it may be. Even working too, I have limited sleep still. So I'm readjusting that type of schedule so I can actually sleep 5 hours instead of lack of 4 or something like that. It's still kind of odd.
I can receive that. So, like I said, I've dealt with heavy anxiety. I dealt with panic attacks. I dealt with people pleasing and whatnot. And for me, with calmness, I was on high alert. That's it. I was just on high alert. My body was constantly like jitterish. So, Kendall, do you feel peace or do you feel like something is missing?
Can I say both?
Yeah. You want to elaborate a little bit?
I'm not sure if I know how, because I feel peace, but I know something's missing. There's something more to life than just what I'm dealing with now, because I know there's major transactions that are taking place. So it's a step-by-step process for the things I want in life now before it's too late. And then the peace, I know it's standing still before something else happens.
I can receive that. How about you, Golden Eagle? Do you ooh, when you feel peace, do you feel like something's still missing?
No, I mean, I don't think so. I'm starting to really appreciate it. So I don't necessarily, in fact, you know, and just in the recent past, there's probably been times where I did feel that way, and I just had to remind myself that's just the old way of thinking or feeling, and recognizing that peace is what it's supposed to be. You know? So I mean, I know I have felt that way. I like to think anyway that I'm sure, and I'll probably catch myself feeling that way tomorrow, or even tonight at some point. Because, like I said, that's kind of where I'm at, I guess. You know, yeah, I'm still reprogramming. You know, so
Okay.
I'm getting used to it though. It's feeling more like normalcy to me. Like it's just
Okay.
feeling more natural. Where there was a long time where it just didn't, that wasn't normal.
Okay, how about you, Kyle? Do you feel like do you feel at peace or do you feel like something's missing? And peace, 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 peace to you. You know, for me, when I first started my healing journey, I wasn't really patient with it. I kind of wanted everything to be going now, 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 now. Okay, I'm healing now. This needs to happen. Okay, I'm healing now. This needs to happen. And I was still unsettled because I was still anticipating so much more to happen that I didn't take in perspective the moment that I was in and really realizing why I was still in certain situations because there's something within me that I still needed to see. And I had a conversation with somebody. I love them dearly. And I said to them that as things go along, that as your life isn't the way you want it to be and you don't expect it to be right now, I feel like you tend to show some disrespect towards others. And not because you don't respect them, because you're anxious about, you're ready for what's to come and you want it to happen. And that if it isn't happening right then and there, that you're kind of like agitated with the ideal of it. And not realizing that people heal differently on different levels. They heal for them within their time. Because I've overcame something, I can't expect somebody else to say, hey, go Nego, come on now. I've already overcame that. Why are you dealing with it? Do you know what I'm saying? And I don't care if we're living in the same house or we're the same bloodline or we experienced it together. People interpret things differently. People read things differently. Their perception's different. So their healing has to be different too. You can't say, well, that's not affecting me, so it shouldn't affect you. Not everybody feels the same. And because of that, that's so important. Because of that, people have to give other people grace too.
Sure.
You know? So I just wanted to share that because it hit me hard the other day, and I was just like, I see how you feel disrespected a little bit towards the situation, not the person, yet you take it out on the person, and it's not fair to the person that you get that way. And then once I said it to them, they received it, and they said they could see that they're that way and that they're going to work on it. And I'm grateful for that, because when people bring it to your attention, it's not because they want to point it out and point your finger at you and say, this is what you're doing wrong. Sometimes we're too close to the situation that we don't see what we're doing wrong. So do you notice, Kendall Cobb, do you notice that yourself creating stress when things feel too quiet?
I would think so. I can do my own damage and causing certain anxieties that's not needed. Or if I'm overthinking things or saying I'm not worth it, it's not good enough. What am I doing? Did I do something wrong? What is wrong with me? It's a whole list of things that I can cause. That's self-doubting my own potentials. So I really don't see a point of it if it's going to cause any more mental harm towards myself. I don't see no point. Not anymore.
Good. I'm proud of you for that. Golden Eagle, do you notice yourself creating stress when nothing feels and everything feels too quiet?
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, I could be sitting here in my own peace, and obviously, kind of like she said, your mind starts going, start thinking about all the things that that there are to think about, and some of that shit can stress you out, man. Excuse my language, but yeah, some of that can stress you out. And I'll catch myself doing it actually. Like, I have to pause and breathe, or pause and meditate a little bit, man. I need to find my ground again, because I'm just stressing myself out, and there's not, so most of it is stuff that's beyond my control. So why am I stressing myself out about it? But I definitely have. I know I've definitely done that. Yeah.
No, I can't relate to that one. I can't relate to that one only because, like, I'm really about peace. I'm really about peace, and I have such a calm demeanor that I show it. I show peace. I show peace all the time, even when someone's not. I do, though, I do notice with certain situations and certain people that they say, well, I'm not going to worry about it. Yet they're telling you that they're not worrying about it constantly, not once, but they're constantly telling you, well, I'm not even going to worry about this. And if you're mentioning it, it means that you're subconsciously worrying about it because you're still worrying about not worrying about it. When people say, I got over it and I've healed from it, then you really don't talk about it anymore. I've had situations happen to me that I don't mention anymore, not because I want to forget them, because they're not important anymore. They're not who I am today. They may have affected and helped me in my version of who I am today, but they are not it. So I can't hold on to what I no longer am worried about or thinking of. Yet I catch people constantly doing that. I mean, constantly doing that. Well, I'm not going to talk about it anymore. Yet you talked about it at least 7 times within a certain amount period to say that you're not going to worry about it. That means you're still worrying about it. I caught myself. I didn't want to be bothered by things, that I caught myself by being so unbothered by being unbothered. And it was crazy. I didn't realize I was doing it until Moon Tortoise brought to my attention and said, you try to not to be bothered by so much that you are being bothered by being unbothered. And I was like, damn. I just replaced, and this is what happens with addicts, with addiction. We replace an addiction with another addiction. instead of fixing the issue.
Right.
Instead of healing the problem, we try to fill the void. And that's exactly what it is with your mind too. Instead of healing the anger, well, we say anger, but it's everything else. It's something different. Instead of healing whatever it is that really is the issue, you replace it with something else. Saying, I'm not going to worry about it and you're giving people dates saying, well, by this time my life's going to change. The dates for you, and that's fine. You can give yourself timelines and dates. If you want to live a life where it's constructed through a calendar of timelines and dates, good luck, because no one creates that. God creates his own timing. The Most High has his own timing. Because you want to be healed by this certain date and you have this date in mind. The Most High doesn't hear that. The Most High isn't saying, oh, well, it's April 1st. You should have been healed by now, right? So people put these stipulations on others or themselves and thinking, well, I'm 51, I should be already taken care of this. I should have fixed this. And you can't do that to yourself. Because you're not helping the situation. If anything, you're fulfilling another situation with a situation. Make sense?
Oh yeah. Sure.
So Kendall, what situations make you feel most on edge, even when nothing's happening?
Good question. I'm not too sure. Maybe it's like when I'm fully by myself, especially when it's like dark time or nighttime. I have certain dwellings. I tend to overthink about certain things and just have a type of darkness entity that would take over. And I'm still just trying to decide that's not of you. That's not for you. Why are you still here? And I'm still trying to figure out that little last nitpicking thing that I do to myself where it's no longer serving its purpose. So I keep thinking one day you're going to die. And it's true, but it's a matter of when. It's God's timing. So it's still in the back of my mind of when that will happen. And I'm trying to get everything done in a rush. But I'm like, I don't see a point in that happening anymore. If it is, then it is,
Yeah, I can receive that. How about you, Golden Eagle? When do you think your what situations make you feel most on edge, even when nothing's happening?
Probably other people's tension. I think, even if, I could be sitting in a room with somebody, and if they're really tense or they're dealing with a lot of anxiety, it'll have me feeling like I'm walking on eggshells. It affects me in a big way. I vibe off of people strongly, and so yeah, when somebody else is on edge, it gets me really on edge. It gets me so uptight, man. It's like I can feel it in my chest, it just, and nothing has to be happening. I mean, we could both just be sitting there, but if they're really stressing out about something, or they're really tense, or like I said, are just dealing with some serious anxiety, then it's only a matter of time, and I'll be dealing with those same feelings.
So remember, I told you take your right hand and put it up at your shoulder and wipe out that left arm,
Yeah,
and then
actually,
do it.
I'm glad you
And then
reminded me, because I did forget.
Do this one more time, and that is it. And then cut it, because or just snap your fingers, because it's all about releasing. Because we tend to do that. We will take other people's energy as if that's ours, and we'll carry it with us as if we have the issue when we're not even thinking of it.
Right.
So yeah, no, I can receive that too. And there's certain things you can do to yourself to remove that.
Right.
SGF Graham. Yeah. SGF Graham, peace be with you.
Peace. How you doing?
Oh, it's truly well. So I asked, what situations make you feel most on edge, even when nothing's happening?
A situation.
Yeah.
Um, Too many positive thoughts in my head, and I don't know where to begin.
Ooh. Wow. I like that. I like that. I can relate to that. See, yeah, I like that. That's almost like we talked about when you weren't here yet, that okay, I'm healed, so now I'm ready for this to happen, without realizing that we don't control the timing. The Most High does, and it will come when it's ready to come.
And then see what people got to understand that 40 years and 40 night metaphor is very real. They think that just because they crossed the Red Sea that they straight, and they don't understand they crossed the Red Sea to get free, and then they got purified. So you still got to go through. So it wasn't one or the other. It was one then the other, whatever So I'm probably still not out of my 40 years of 40, but I'm seeing that sunshine. I know that it was worth it. I can see more of the front than I can what's behind me. Let's put it that way.
Oh, I like that. Yeah. A situation, I guess, and it's not really my situation, it's other situations that I allow. So there's something within myself that I have to work on, because I don't like when someone tells me how I'm thinking or how I'm feeling. That really rubs me the wrong way, and I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to do some research what that really is, but although that really rubs me, so there's something within me that I have to work on, because their agreement don't have to become mine, for one, and for two, how does it affect me that they think I'm thinking a certain way even if I'm not? That's none of my business. My business is how I acting and how am I thinking. That's it. Everything else is out of my control. So I really got to see what that is so I can work on it. Because I will catch a case, and I don't want to catch a case and next person tells me how I acted and how I think, because no one knows how I'm at thinking, and I'm not coming from that way. Just because I had an opinion doesn't mean I was coming as attack. I still received your message, and it happens to me quite a bit. So I know it's triggering me. So I know it's something I have to work on, because they're going to be them regardless. People are going to be people regardless. I can't allow them to affect me because of who they are. So go ahead.
I look at people like insects, and I'm only saying insects because they got antennas. Only other reason, no other reason. But I look at it as like insects with no survival instincts, because things hit the insect's antenna, insect's radar, they go the other way and go on by day, hopefully merry, happy life. Uh, Something hit our antennas, and we wonder why. We we want to get to the source of why this over here gave me a red flag warning feeling, and then get bit or burnt or whatever, instead of going away like the insect did as soon as they caught this innate feeling that this was danger or whatever. We will look at that danger. I've done it. We'll look at that danger and be like, oh, I can overcome that. And then be butthurt when I get burnt or whatever, or whatever. I knew that person was slick as a mug. I saw them do people dirty, and I said, boy, I'm glad you my friend. And turned around and they burnt me, and then I was surprised. Or whatever, like my antenna went off and I still stayed with the fire or whatever. Like that's what humans do. So
Yeah.
So that reads into this one. How does your body react before your mind even processes what's happening? Go ahead, Golden Eagle. How's your body react before your mind even knows what's happening?
I think it's probably the tension. You know, my body really reacts by getting tense, and then I think about what's really going on. Kind of feel it first.
Kendall Cobb. How does your body react before your mind even processes what's happening?
Normally, before it's too late, I would get these odd feelings or strong sensations of don't do this or don't do that. And then normally I would get physically sick, like literally sick for days before it happens. And then it happens. No matter what that outcome may be, my body tells me ahead of time to avoid such ordeals. And then it happens.
Mm. How about you, S. Jeff Graham? How does your body react before your mind even processes it? What happens?
Spider-Man ain't got shit on me. I have got out of so many shit. I don't know what was triggering off, but I listened to them triggers and got on out the way, and it'll be 2 days later I hear about something that went on over there or whatever, like it. I listen to my spider senses or whatever. Like he ain't got nothing on me. Spider, I can help Spider-Man out. Yeah, I'm triggered easy, and I'm usually right because I'm a calm person or whatever. But if I get the spider sense feeling, I don't care if it take me 3 days or whatever. I would do very minimal stuff. I would only do my basic necessities until I figure out what that tingling was about. And I usually figure it out immediately though.
I have to go. I have to go. I have to go all the time. I have to go. I have to go take a bath. I have to go lay down. I have to go. I have to go. And then once I go, I'm able to process. And I'm like, makes sense. Because no matter what the situation, I have to remove myself from it. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for that because I've avoided so many things. Because if you think long, you think wrong, and that's my theory, and I stick with that. I go with whatever first pops in my head, even if I'm looking at a menu at the restaurant and I have never ate there, and I want to try something. Whatever pops in my head first is what I'm eating. I'm not going to sit there for a long period of time. Clothes, anything. Yeah, I don't think long about nothing. That may be a good thing. Yet it may not. I don't know. It's panned out both for me so far in life. It's been a beautiful blessing in disguise and also disaster. So I didn't think of consequences. I just react. Whatever pops in my head. If not, I get sick too, like Kendall. I feel nauseous and like someone shook me so much and I have to say something. I have to react on it. If not, it's gonna eat me up. So, what would it feel like to trust calm instead of questioning it? Golden Eagle.
What would it feel like to trust calm instead of questioning it? I mean, I'd like to think it just feel peaceful when you trust in it. All's right in the universe.
Kendall Cobb. I don't know if I should reframe how I worded that, because it doesn't affect me, and I know it won't affect SGF Ram. What does it feel like to trust calm instead of questioning it?
My first instinct was avoidance. I don't know why that was.
Okay.
Not really avoidance, but knowing when not to enter into situations when you don't need to.
Okay. SGF Graham, what does it feel like to trust calm instead of questioning it?
I only trust calm. I ain't never trust nothing outside of calm. Cause it was too irrational.
Mm-hmm. And I'm kind of like SGF Graham too. I don't question nothing. I never ask why, because I know there's a reason for it. I know everything happens for a reason. I never ask why. I've never asked why, and someone told me one day I should start, and maybe I'll get more answers. I've never ever asked why. SJ Graham.
I definitely asked why. Well,
See?
I was told to. It's instructions and in every aspect, even in spiritual aspect, to ask why. Um, so I do it, and I get answers as long as I'm not being cocky about it. Like, oh, you better answer me type vibe. And you probably talking to yourself then, but.
Yeah. That I was told I should start. So maybe I may. I don't know. I don't know. I just do. I
Or
don't.
maybe not why, but be specific. Like, because you say why, then it might say because.
Yeah.
Whatever, where like give you a reason. Like, what is the reason for what I just went through, whatever, or what was I supposed to gain out of this, so I don't have to go through this anymore, or something of that nature.
Because in life, no matter who tells me something, no matter who tells me something, I never say why. I never say why. If they say do this, I just will do it. I don't ask why. I don't. If they say move this, I just move it. I just never ask why.
And see, I ain't never been that person, and that I'm actually jealous of you because I feel like those are some idiotically brave people. Whatever. I was like, yo, I wish I could do that. Just like the movie where what's his name? Um Jim Carrey was just
Oh,
like the
liar.
movie, yeah, yeah. Like I really wanted to go through I need to go through something like that. I'm so fast to say no. I done said no. And I think I said this the other day and thought about it and was like, I really didn't mean no.
Yeah, I feel that.
So,
So, Kendall Cobb, what is one way you can allow yourself to sit in peace today?
Well, right now I'm working on a painting, if that makes sense. You learn to sit still and do new hobbies. Look after yourself, go for a walk, take a bath, pray about things, learn something new, be very open with yourself.
How about you, Golden Eagle?
This
What's
is
way
one
you can
right
sit
here.
in peace?
This is one right here. Honestly, I feel like a lot of times that our hour, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I find it really peaceful. It's
Yeah.
good conversation, and I find peace in that. Another way
Yeah.
is obviously sitting with my boy, my dog. He definitely brings me peace, and
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think good conversation, healthy, good conversation. I've really found that peaceful and really enjoying it. So that's one thing. But yeah, and meditation, like I said,
Mm.
I've been, I've throughout my life I've practiced meditation off and on, but I've really been pretty persistent about that lately, and I know that's definitely one thing that's helped me stay grounded and maintain my peace, my calm. So that's a big one for me, honestly. Meditation is really huge for me. That's in the periods in my life where I found myself kind of at my best or doing the best, I was practicing meditation, and
Okay.
uh, so yeah, that's a huge one for me.
SGF Graham, what is one way you can allow yourself to sit in peace today?
one way I can allow myself to sit in peace and do what
Just which one way you can allow yourself to sit in peace today?
today?
Always.
Uh, uh, shit, making me think about something I just do. Like I
For the
I
don't.
demand quiet time. Well, I don't know how to answer that one or whatever. Smoke or whatever. But I mean, I did that when I was stressed too, so I guess that don't count. Um, um, and just be happy. Just be tell you the truth. My music has changed. Whatever, like even if I don't necessarily want to hear nobody's voice to teach me anything or whatever, it's something, even if it's just an instrumental or whatever, you know. And then I'm one with myself, so I don't mind the quiet time spending in my brain when I'm alone. So really, it's just not answering the phone when I'm at peace. Like you know that or whatever. Like I don't do it on purpose or whatever, but you inbox me and I probably don't see it till the next day, and I'm gonna be very apologetic because I didn't mean to miss it, but I was in my peace mode, so I ain't even touched the phone except to go to the next song. I didn't touch a notification or nothing.
Mm.
Yeah, you know, that took some practice,
Yeah.
but definitely
Mine,
worth it.
I love that. Mine is today. I made compost tea. I had some frozen pineapple skin and a frozen pineapple. I mean, a whole bunch in banana peels. I have a compost outside, but I save certain peels for a reason in the freezer because they have a lot of properties. Once they're froze, they can break down and oscillate and become really potent. So I had a bunch of pineapple skins and a bunch of banana skins and a bunch of dried orange skins and whatnot. And I just made a compost tea, and I start doing things. I'll start being in the kitchen. I made some vinegar. I have some vinegar, homemade vinegar fermenting right now. I just will start busting stuff out and just start getting in my little, allow the ancestors to jump in my body and start taking over. Don't ask me what I did though. I don't know when I'm doing it. I don't know. I swear.
You know,
Go
it's
ahead.
gonna be my new things though for peace.
Huh?
Um, well, my new hobby and venture on top of my music and my merch will be like 2 health products that I'm working on. But I looked up the process of making oil out of the Mediterranean olives, and it's a 12-hour process. And I actually, for some reason, I feel like I would enjoy doing that so much, going through the whole process of crushing the olives and letting it drip and then separating the oil. And I'm actually
Mm,
going to buy one of the clay oil lamps as well.
yeah.
You know, like just something like that or whatever. You know,
Well, the dandelions are coming up, and those little purple flowers were up this morning when I took Gucci out. So I was like, bet. I picked up a bunch of those and put them in the pot with the compost tea and some of the vinegars. And I have some rose petals that's been sitting in vinegar with cherry seeds for a long time. I'm talking like almost a year, if not better. They've been just chilling. And that is so good. It tastes so good inside there. And it smells divine. So like I just do things.
does it
And it
suck?
makes me,
Does
huh?
it suck that I love cherries, especially tart cherries, but because of Ozark, I probably won't ever trust nobody that keep the pits of a cherry anymore. And she kept it because you know it really is the tart cherries. The stems have acid in them. And it takes, I think it's like 400 stems. So who is saving up 400 stems? But 400 stems, and you could do somebody in. And she had been saving up stems since the beginning of their marriage because she knew one day he was gonna flip on them. And I was like, okay,
That's
note
crazy.
to self, watch the person keeping stems.
I keep the seeds. I kept the seeds. I kept the seeds and put them with the vinegar roses, not the stems. I didn't know that though. Dang, now I do. I didn't watch the movie. I don't watch TV really like that. So, huh?
Yeah, I didn't believe it, and it made me look it up, and it was like true. And I was like, oh wow. Oh wow.
Huh. That's,
Yeah. Okay. So, are you what's this? I'm not gonna do that one. Just did this. Kandukar, what part of your life is still feels unsafe, even when it is not unsafe?
Well, that's a clear answer. Being a spaz towards myself on certain areas of my life. Oh my gosh. Walking into things. That's not safe.
Golden Eagle, what part of your life still feels unsafe even when it is not? Walking?
Yeah, yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, yeah, I'd say that's about it. I don't recommend diving into dog crates either. I felt safe doing it, but it wasn't. Yeah.
So I'm gonna share a little story with everybody who doesn't know. I told Golden Eagle today because like I've known him forever, and I said to him, when we every time we have a conversation and every time we have a talk, I remember the 13-year-old version of him. Like I picture it. I know exactly what he looks like in a lineup. The 13-year-old version of him lives in my head rent free, constantly. And I don't know why. Yet, that part of that version of him, you get a piece of cardboard and throw it out anywhere, and he was breakdancing. That was his
Centipede,
thing.
720 on my back.
That was his thing. Anytime someone had a skateboard, anything, that was his thing.
Yeah.
That was his
Yep.
thing. He was the dancing fool. Always dancing, no matter what. You every time you seen him, he was dancing.
Forever had them headphones in, or the big ass boom box too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still try and keep my music going, and I'm still working on dancing too.
You gotta get over walking first. Keep walking going well for a while first.
I can do a little jit on one leg, but that's about it.
So, what part of your life still feels unsafe even when it's not, Golden Eagle?
What part of my life feels unsafe even when it's not? Yeah, and it's I'm not really sure, honestly. I don't. That's kind of a tough one. But honestly, that might be a little too personal for me to answer right now, too.
Okay. Okay. Ask Jeff Graham, what part of your life still feels unsafe even when it's not?
My victories. I feel like I can't really share it with too many people because they don't really feel happy for you. They really hating on you or don't believe it or questioning you like you might be lying. Well, yeah, don't believe it. So I keep my victories to myself so I don't give nobody a chance to spoil it.
For me, what part of my life still feels unsafe even when it's not? I don't feel unsafe in anything. I trust a lot. Hey, Moon Tortoise. Moon Tortoise, what part of your life feels unsafe even though it's not? I trust everything. I trust everything. And I will get in the strangest car. I probably shouldn't. I mean, honestly, I've been through some scary situations. I'm telling you. Yet I still will probably repeat those situations. Yeah. I don't know. I trust. I have faith. I have faith that everything's going to happen regardless if I have control over it or not. It's going to happen the way it's supposed to happen. So I can't answer that properly. What would you change if your body believed it was safe? Like I said, that's not going to work for me. What would you change if your body believed it was safe? Golden Eagle.
I mean, I wouldn't have jumped in that dog crate last week. I know that. That's just one small example, but I mean, what would I change? Probably a whole lot of things, Probably a lot of actions. Yeah, there's been plenty of actions I've made where I might have, yeah, might have felt differently had I thought about it.
We were talking today, Golden Eagle and I, about Jesus. Jesus saying, to God, God, I'm going to go up on that hill and I'm going to fast for 40 days and 40 nights, but I just want to let you know I may be a little bit tired and hungry. And I'm just going to let you know. I don't think Jesus ever questioned why he did anything he did when God told him to do it. I just, God, I'm going to go and spread your message, but I'm going to tell you, they're going to throw rocks at me and it's going to hurt. And then I'm going to go on a cross and you're going to crucify me to save all these people that really don't care. I don't think that's going through his head when you have faith. You do. You don't question. You don't say, well, you sure? So you feel safe in knowing that this is what your mission is. Go ahead, SGF Graham.
I kind of don't think that's fair at all because Jesus was part of the plan to begin with.
Of
Like,
course.
like Jesus knew the plan to begin with. Jesus knew what he was down here for. He knew what he was supposed to do, when he was supposed to do it, and everything or whatever. We're here going with the blow of the wind. He knew exactly where to go. He knew exactly to look for John the Baptist or whatever. John the Baptist knew exactly who he was waiting on. Like these were predestined situations to make sure that they couldn't be ruined. Where we're just trying to get it right. He did his get right path was already written or whatever. We're trying to get it right. Well,
Ants.
so
Let's go back to the animal, the ants, insects. They're not going to be like, because they know their mission. They know their job. They know what they're supposed to be doing. I think if humans acted as such and did what they're supposed to be doing,
and see what they like to lead out about ants is ants overthrow each other as well.
and they eat
That
each
is
other.
that is the main reason why they kill every female ant that was born, so there can't be another queen to overthrow her. So it's some dictatorship going on in that ant world. So if we want to be like the ants, or whatever, we gotta go by the ants too, or whatever. So we gonna use it. We gotta use everything they do it. Only one woman gonna be alive in America. Yeah, just take note of that.
That's
Whatever.
okay.
I'm
That's
not okay
okay.
with that.
I'm okay with that. I'm
I'm
okay
not okay with that.
with
I'm not.
it.
I'm not.
At the end of the day, though, if people had faith in what they're supposed to be doing, because people are I did a video today about breaking generational curses and patterns. We're aware. We're aware that this is a pattern. We're aware that this was been passed on and passed on and passed on. Now we have a choice. Either we're going to continue passing it on, or we're going to be the ones that break it. And we're going to change things from here out. It's a choice. We're going to talk about later on after this journey's over about what free will truly is. And what I love about this platform is not one person's right, maybe to them. But at the end of the day, everybody has an opinion and everybody has a perspective and everybody has a voice, and it matters. And I'm not saying no one's wrong and I'm not saying no one's right, because it's not my place. Could you read the reflection, and then we're to get into the positive message? I have to use the restroom real quick.
Yeah.
But so go slow a little bit.
Okay. The body learned how to protect you. It learned through repetition. It learned through experience. And now you are aware. That awareness gives you a new opportunity to slow down, to breathe, to sit with calm, not forcing change, allowing it. Peace is not something you have to chase. It is something you have to learn to accept. Let's have a good conversation.
What is your positive message, Golden Eagle?
Positive message is basically the same as it always is, man. We just gotta focus on love. I think about something that I saw the Dalai Lama do this interview years ago, and I reference this all the time, man. But I loved it so much. They asked him, what do we need as a society to make this world a better place? And his response was, let's focus on that which divides us and focus on the things that we all have in common. And it's 3 basic needs. That's food and water, a roof over our head, and love. So love, man.
Kendall Cobb, what is your positive message?
It's okay to be still and it's okay to be at peace, even when you're not surrounded by chaos. Accept those things.
SGF Graham, what is your positive message?
My positive message. I don't feel like being too biblically right now, so be great. Care what others got to say, but don't care for others no more than you're gonna care for yourself.
I like that. My positive message is be patient. Continue trying. Repetition, 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 repetition. That's the only way you're going to get it, by repetition. We're going to stumble, we're going to fall, but getting back up and doing it again. That's how you learn how to dance. Moon Tortoise said, 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Be patient with me. I'm learning how to dance. That's what it is with life.
Moon Tortoise, if he's listening still, you need to send that song to me.
Yeah.
Please. And just a reminder to you too, Kim, if you find it, I want to hear it.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. No. It's on my wall, but that was the live version. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna make sure it's done.
Okay. Well, I'll check it out on your wall too then. I'll see that.
This week we learned how to renew the mind and how to train the body to feel safe. Next, we step into something new. Be like water.
Yes.
The test of the balance. Learning not to force life and seeing how we respond when life tests our growth. Because through every growth, there's going to be a test. We're tested a lot. SGF Graham's going to open doors with nobody on the other side. Just because got told to. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We are the People's Podcast with the ears that will listen and where your opinion matters. Don't be different. Become the difference. Until next time. Thank you for taking time out of your day to heal with us. May your night be full of positive energy and high vibrations filled with peace and love.
Peace, peace.
Kendall Club.
See ya.
Peace.
Let's get to the bottom of this one. Unspoken truths that I miss one. Tap into the minds of the people, rather acknowledge before I dismiss one. Atheists, Muslim, Christians, Buddhists, they all got usage. All got perspective, it's a collective. Get to the bottom where the truth is. Where the heart's uncovered. Where you detox from all of the lies you smothered. Where them tries could have killed you, but with faith you recover. Yeah. Peel off the makeup, we finna take off. Never said it'd be a cakewalk. Meditate till we charged up. Execute goes regardless. Decalcify my pineal. Breaking language barriers, we saw millennials. Planets passing age rotations, down me we owe. So down me we know. Sometimes we can't be slow, that's why my ears open. Every drop you add could complete the ocean. Speak up, play your part too. Been vulnerable, it's so